and I am the respondent in this case.
Thank you. That's all appearances at this time. Just a reminder, there's no audio or video recording of court proceedings. Thank you.
Okay, this matter is being heard today using Microsoft Teams for this appearance. The appearance is by Mr. Gilden. Ms. Navarro are by video. Mr. Rucci, let me see, there's so many people on this call that it's very, I'm not sure if I see if Mr. Rucci is appearing by video as well. And Ms. Sodi, are you appearing by video also?
The reception is very bad, Your Honor. I can't hear anything.
We are waiting for Ms. Sodi to reappear.
Your Honor, I'd like to make a note for the record. Mr. Rucci is appearing from Albania,
Okay, thank you.
and
for
I'm
that.
not sure what accommodation has been requested or granted for him to appear from Albania. I'm not sure if he's given a disability for the court to grant him an appearance from Albania.
The court will note for the record that this matter is being heard as a virtual appearance and that there is no one physically in my courtroom right now, and everyone has been appearing virtually in these matters up until now. Okay, let's see if Ms. Sodi is going to. Let's see if.
United States. I'd also like to say, Your Honor, that my process server did attempt to serve Mr. Rucci at the apartment in Douglaston Parkway, 4430 Douglaston Parkway, apartment 3L. The tenant that was there answered the door, indicated that she lived there. Her name is Anatolina Weissman. The server subsequently went to the aunt and uncle's home, Joanna and Agron Sisi in Forest Hills, and they indicated that Mr. Rucci does not and has not resided in the United States. He has no address in the United States.
Okay, we were waiting for Ms. Sodi to appear.
And Judge, if I could add on the process server.
Sir, do not speak on my record unless you're asked to speak, okay? Do not do that.
Your Honor, in the event that the physical location of Mr. Rucci needs to be verified, I'd like my server to speak on that because he was there.
No need. No need to have anyone speak on this record, counsel, right now, other than those who I've asked. Okay. I'm still waiting for Ms. Sodi to reappear.
Your Honor, I'd like to ask if you received my notice of motion, which was filed through EDS.
There is a notice of motion that has been received by the court. We will address that momentarily, but I'm going to see if I'm going to go off the record for a moment while I try to see if the staff can locate Ms. Sodi right now. My understanding is that Ms. Sodi is trying to log in right now. The court was able to communicate with Ms. Sodi.
Miss Sodi, is that you? Person on the phone with the number that ends in 3990. State your name. Person on the phone with the number that ends in 3990. State your name. Miss Sodi, are you there?
Counsel, Ms. Sodi's not here. We need
Your
to pick a
Honor,
I,
can Your Honor address the motion that Ms. Sodi put in that I don't think was opposed?
not without her present, counsel, not without her present. I don't know what she's doing here.
Yeah, forgive me if I'm
Mr. Gilden,
incorrect.
you
Did counsel for the respondent submit an OSC to be relieved?
He submitted a motion that whereby she's seeking to be relieved. That is correct, counsel.
Your Honor could not entertain that without her presence. I don't think there was any submitted opposition to same. Certainly, I'm not taking a position on that.
Not prepared to address that motion without her present, counsel. She needs to make the application before the court and explain why. She's assigned to the respondent, and I'm not necessarily, I can deny the motion for her to be relieved because I don't.
Understood. Thank you.
Your Honor, I believe one of my court watchers, Roman, was kicked off of this proceeding.
There is no one in the courtroom right now in the lobby that is logging in as a Roman. But there are a lot of different names for, and I have my next case that is ready to go right now. And
My motion is still pending to correct the record.
yes, but that counsel, well, Ms. Navarro, I'm going to address the willfulness proceeding before me. I may do that in the context of the motion or outside of that motion, counsel, but Ms. Navarro, but I intend on proceeding forward with this willfulness proceeding, counsel. But I don't have Ms. Sodi here today. And I can't proceed forward without her presence.
Is there a return date, Judge? I'm sorry. Is there a return date for the pro se motion to correct the transcript? That wasn't served with a dated motion.
I have not, it was in my mailbox today, so I have not taken a look at it in full yet, counsel.
Understood.
It was filed last week. It was filed on the 22nd. So it's been sitting there in EDDS.
It's made returnable, counsel, today for 12 o'clock today, counsel. Okay.
Was it served with a completed copy of the notice of motion with the return date?
It does have, it has the, I'm not, it seems like it also, seems
I
like
can't hear
it seems like there may have been an order to show cause type of language added to this, which is not proper for a notice of motion, but counsel, be that as it may, I don't have Ms. Sodi here right now. We've been waiting. I'm going to give this another date, a short date. I need her here so I can address her motion.
I understand, Judge.
And like I said, I will take a look at the motion. Mr. Gilden, your client does have to provide an address at which he is able to be.
I'll accept email service of a proper notice of motion that's dated. I'll accept service by email upon myself and the petitioner of this motion. But it has to be dated properly so that I'm apprised of when the notice is and my opportunity.
Your Honor, I'd like Mr.
No, Miss Navarro, no, that's not, no, there is no record that needs to be established like that. That's not how the process works. Process servers do not just walk into a courtroom and start saying that this is what has been happening, counsel. So that's not going to happen here. Process should be, if the attorney for the father is accepting service to the notice of motion, then then you should have him served accordingly, okay? So we're going to come back in a week or two, counsel.
An email service is fine, just so long as a properly dated return on the motion.
Mr. Gilden was served, acknowledged service.
No, I'm acknowledging improper service. It's not a dated motion. I'm happy to accept proper service of a fully executed motion with a return
It is
date on behalf of
It is
myself.
dated
On
returnable
behalf,
today.
it is not, the copy
It
I
is
have, I
it's
assure
dated
you is not.
today.
Okay, you could say it 50 times if you want to. The copy I was served with is not dated. I will accept a properly dated motion by email on behalf of myself as counsel
That
and on
is
behalf of my
incorrect.
client, the petitioner. Okay.
That
That's
is
what I'm willing
incorrect.
to do for the record.
Okay, so on the next court date, I will address the motion. I will see if service was proper, and then we will proceed forward, okay? But like I said, Ms. Sodi, this is not acceptable that she's not here right now, but we'll.
Your Honor, I can barely hear you. I have no idea what you're saying. I'm not even sure if you can hear me.
I can hear you, I can hear you, Mr. Navarro. What I said was that I will address the motion and its service on the next court date. Okay.
Can I bring in the server that served that motion
If
to attest to what it was he served?
we need to
Also,
hold
a
some form of
licensed
traverse
processor.
hearing on the motion at a later time, we will address that. But you do not need to bring the person on the next court date because I will not be holding a hearing on that issue on the next court date.
And just to be clear, if somebody dates the return of the motion and sends me an email of that, I will accept service of that through email on my behalf as counsel and on petitioner's behalf as a party to that motion. The motion I was served upon does not have a date. That's all.
I can have the server forward the email that was sent to Mr. Gill. The court can verify that it is the same, one and the same that was sent to the court.
Okay, so why don't you
And it has
have
a
that
return
uploaded to EDS or,
Again, I am looking at the only document I've received and the date is blank. I'm looking at it right this second. The only thing I ever received on this motion is not dated. That's all.
okay, December 14th at 3 o'clock is the next court date, counsel. And Ms. Navarro, okay?
Perhaps you're looking in the wrong.
December 14th at 3 o'clock is the next court date. And we will notice Ms. Sodi to be here. I don't know what happened, but I do have my next case that I've been.
I'm sorry, what was that, Your Honor?
December 14th at 3 o'clock is the next court date, Ms. Navarro, okay?
What is the date, Your Honor? I cannot.
December 14th at 3 o'clock.
Your Honor.
Thank
December
you, Honor. Have a nice
14th,
day. I'm going to X off now.
Yes, December
Okay.
14th at 3 o'clock,
same
okay?
court link?
Same court link, okay? Thank you very much. This matter is concluded.